sodomy, abuse from family or males, or, you know, I always suggest, because you may have fibroids. Fibroids is also a manifestation of womb trauma. I love Blackstrap Molasses. This is great for iron deficiencies. This is phenomenal for shrinking fibroids. Also, if you're, you know, a woman of a certain age and you're starting to gray, this will reverse graying. And I like to add this to my water. If you can muster 2 tablespoons a day, especially if you guys are anemic, this is phenomenal for you. If you're low in iron, this is great for you. Pregnant women, you have to get the Blackstrap Molasses. Plantation's great. It's unsulfured, unfiltered. This is the bomb.com. I should be their PR person. I love this. This is great. A friend of mine had put me onto this years ago, and I use this as a staple sometimes when I just feel like I need more iron intake. And you can add this to your water if you don't like it. It's like a Swedish kind of taste, but it's really good. You can put it on stuff if you don't mind it. But 2 tablespoons a day will clear out any issues with fibroids. It will shrink it. I don't know that it will definitely get it away, but it will help with that. And this is great for womb, you know, healing. What else? I don't know if you can see here. I sleep with aloe veras in my bedroom. See how beautiful she is? So pretty, right? I sleep with her. She helps to clear the air. She filters out the air. Aloe vera is something it's great to sleep next to. You want to always put her outside, as long as it's not too cold. I live in a warm region. You put her outside to get sunlight, but you should be sleeping next to aloe vera. It's great for detoxing your bedroom area and not having electronics around your room, okay? It's another form of clearing. You know, fluoride, get it out your system. You know, I'm not a fan of fluoride. You already know. My little people, I use Green Beaver toothpaste because it has xylitol and it also doesn't have carrageenan. But this is great. This is like a charcoal, activated charcoal to brush your teeth. It makes your teeth really, really white. And it's great for detoxing your gum area to refresh your gums and so on. This is a great brand. I think I got this one from, I think I got it off of Amazon for like, I don't know, $5 or something. It's very inexpensive. This is great to brush your teeth. It's great for detoxing yourself also in your mouth area. And for those who are suffering from womb trauma, meaning rape, sodomy, molestation, anything, these are what many of the African women and Indian women, Native women, indigenous women would wear around their waist. Mine is kind of broken because I had to extend it when my waist got wider. But you wear this around your waist. The shells help to absorb a lot of the shock of the pain, and wearing this daily underneath your waist, it's actually quite sexy. Males like, you know, when males are unraveling you out of your clothing, they always find it really fascinating when you have this around your waist. It's quite sexy to wear. And if you go to the beach, it's kind of cool to wear this on your waist. This is great. This absorbs any of the negativity in your womb. It'll help clear some of those demonic entities. They don't like this. Demons and parasites don't like alkalinity, meaning you're alkalining your body by building it up with green foods, detoxing. They don't like that, and they don't like healthy women. So good way to tell if you have a parasite in your life is to love you and be healthy. Now, I always suggest that you go and get a massage. I know for those who are having issues with finances. Okay, if you can't go and get a massage at least once a month, I would suggest you invest in getting a massage chair or something on your bed that you can kind of self-massage yourself. Or if you have a mate that's non-parasitic, you don't want a mate that's parasitic massaging you. It kind of defeats the purpose, because then you'll say, I'll keep them around to massage me. No, I would suggest getting a massage once a month. Do Eastern massage or stone massage to collect some of that negativity. Also releases some of the dead space in you that has not been moved. Massage is a great form of self-love, and as you are starting to build self-love, you will find that as inside, you will manifest on the outside. If you're looking in the mirror and you see your hair is messy, right? Like, so I'm looking, my hair is messy. So what do I fix this? No, I fix my hair here. And then my reflection displays the fixed hair, okay? It's the same in life. You fix you, and everything outside of you will be a reflection of the healthy you, okay? And again, for those transitioning from meat to a vegetarian or vegan base, I always suggest that I had the other video talking about, you know, the vegan movement, but also I think it's very healthy. In order to raise vibration, you cannot be consuming flesh of animals that have been restricted, abused, and then murdered. That vibration goes into you. How that animal died will stay inside of you, especially in the blood. Blood carries frequency of fear and so on. That's why in certain cultures like halal meat, which the Muslims consume, or kosher meat, which the Jewish people consume, the animal is slayed silently. Their neck is slit. It's considered a religious type of slaying, and they kind of feel like they're falling asleep. So there's no trauma, and usually the animals are treated better. I'm an animal person. I don't believe you can murder, cohesively, but as I've had people in my family who do still consume flesh, if there's flesh bought, I make it a point to engage and purchase things out of the kosher and halal sectors, just because it's a healthier sense and everything's bled out, so that you don't have the frequency of fear and flight inside of that blood. That's what causes the negativity. So I would suggest you kind of transition off of meat to a more cohesive, healthier system. Now, not everybody should do that. Melanated people, most of us come from systems where we did not consume flesh like that, at least not regularly. So by consuming flesh, you're also taking on a lot of negative frequency that holds and locks in your system. It's hard to release that. So, and for all of those who think eating chicken is better than eating pork, you're confused. I will say, because I'm an animal-friendly person and I've been on farms and I actually lived on a farm, that pigs and chicken are just as parasitic. Pigs carry a large amount of parasites, worms, and especially the kind of worms that don't get killed with heat. Chickens are, if not worse. Their parasites, their worms, are way the same or worse than pigs. For those thinking that consuming chicken is better than consuming pork, you're confused. It's all the same. If you're going to do one, you might as well do the other, because it's the same thing. The only difference is that pigs are known to be hybrid with human DNA. Those pink pigs that you see are unnatural. They're created, GMO'd. You already know that. If you don't, I'm sharing that with you. That's fact. You can research that yourself. And chickens, the white chickens with the red eyes, those are genetically modified. They don't exist in nature. When I went to Hawaii and stayed for a while in Kauai, if you want to go to a cool place in Kauai, they have chickens roaming freely all over. It's beautiful. They come in the morning to your resort and you feed them, and they're babies, and they're brown. They're brown chickens and they look natural. They're not been hybrid, and that's where you get brown eggs from. Brown eggs come from brown chickens. White eggs come from those own natural GMO chickens. So if you want to change gradually to a healthier system, stop messing with things that are genetically modified, like white eggs. If you're going to be a vegetarian and you just want to do eating no fleshes with still dairy and eggs, then go with anything brown. Brown eggs are better than the white eggs. Those chickens are unnatural. And if you're consuming those chickens, you might as well. A lot of colds and viruses come from those chickens. Okay. A lot of your colds and viruses, they tell you give chicken soup, but that's where chickens and birds give you flu, colds. They build up, and a lot of dairy builds up the mucus. And for those who want to start drinking milks that are non-dairy, my fan is Good Karma. I love a milk called Good Karma. I wish I had a carton. I don't have it in here. Good Karma is a great non-dairy. It's made with flaxseed. Oh, it's so yummy. My little people love it, and I enjoy it. I would say almonds. Almonds, you got to be careful with. Too much of it can bother you. Also, they add carrageenan to a lot of almond milk, which is a carcinogen. I'm not a fan of it, but if you're transitioning, almond milk is yummy. Most people are doing it. You do it for a little bit of time, but try to get almond milk that is carrageenan free, or make your own, okay, with milk stacks and all that stuff. And you can get videos online doing that. That's my suggestion. Stay away from rice milk, because rice has arsenic, okay, low doses of arsenic. Not a lot, but if you drink it every day, you're getting a lot of doses of arsenic. Also, I love seaweed. I get this from Trader Joe's, actually. I love seaweed. This is my staple. This is great for your thyroid. For women who are having issues with thyroid, you get your iodine this way. It's yummy. Now, people are concerned about the radiation and all the dumping in the ocean. Now, this is when I'll make a promotion to Dr. Delbert Blair, who was my metaphysical master teacher. I wish him well. He's sick right now. But I bought this like 5 years ago. You're like, what is that? A wakeboard? No. This is called, I know the label's gone. It's called a Transmutation Board. You put everything on this and it pulls all the negative ions out of it and radiation. A lot of people put their bags of groceries on here. I put my seaweed on here to pull out anything that's negative. I put my water even after I filter it on this. This is my staple. I paid like 65 bucks for this years ago. And you know it works because I don't know if you can get any more from Metacenter online, Dr. Delbert Blair, but after the Fukushima happened in Japan, all the Japanese were buying these. That's how you know it works. They bought them all out. I don't even know if you can get any more, but if you can, go to the Metacenter too and get yourself a Transmutation Board. I put people's, my ex was a smoker. See, I got rid of my parasitic mate, but he was a smoker, and I used to put his cigarettes on here, and I put people's alcohol in here, and they totally say they don't understand why they're not tasting anything. It tastes different. Any medications or anything I put on here, even if I, if someone's taking medication and stuff, I always put it on here just to transmute it. I put everything on here regardless. If I have a headache, sometimes I actually put it underneath me. He has actually mattresses and stuff like that have the same material. I've used this for years. I want to get another one because I use it so much. I want to travel with this, and I want a traveling one. Get a Transmutation Board. It's 60 bucks. If you can't afford it, don't do it now, but it's wonderful to have. He has sold this, and it was a gift from the gods. And again, the Fukushima Japanese have bought these all up. I mean, they were buying them by the droves. That's how you know it works. He does studies for years, and he's found the best things. What else? I think that's it. And, for those who are trying to be healthy, I know I'm giving you everything. I use Vitus spelt. I don't use any white flour for anything. I use spelt for everything for myself. Now, for those who are suffering from thyroid issues, this spelt has a little more estrogen mimicker, but spelt is a wonderful heirloom grain, meaning it is a grain that our ancestors consumed. It is better for you than using staple white whole wheat flour. It is something your body recognizes, and you don't get that itis, that feeling after you make something with these. I use this as my staple. It's very expensive now. This is $15 for this, and I'm sorry to tell you, it wasn't like that when I first started going into spelt and going into heirloom grains. This was very affordable. If you have any places, sometimes you could buy them. What are those bins? Those bin things where you can dispose of your own goods yourself. I was just doing that with spelt. I like the white spelt because it tastes just like white stuff, and my little people love this. I make pancakes, waffles. Sometimes if I bake any cakes or anything or cookies, I make it with my spelt. So this lasts me a while. It's $15 for this. I know you'll be like, that's crazy, but if you know what it does for your body and how helpful it is to eat things with this kind of grain, white flour, that's spelt, as opposed to white wheat flour. Wheat flour causes all kinds of issues, and that's why you guys all have like celiac disease, all kinds of things. And I don't promote anything, but I love this incense. Who's this by? I don't even know. Anyway, I've used this for years to clear my house. A lot of demons don't like this. Demonic people who come to my home, they have an issue with this smell. So I'm promoting it because it works. It is a demon, a demon expeller. I don't know. It works. Who makes this? Can't even. Fluxo incense, Sa Flora. Can you see that? I would suggest if you can get this anywhere at like a metaphysical store or one of those mystical stores, get it. It's a great incense to clear your house and space, like sage, but it's different. It expels demons and lower entities. They don't like this scent. I tell her it's great for me. So I just want to put that out there. And again, we talked about organized keeping. Don't sleep next to your electronics. If you have cell phones and so on, get another alarm. What it does is those low ELF waves they put through the electronics would mess with your thyroid, also mess with your brain, gives you a lot of headaches. They're pumping it out now because we're at a time of change. And, my crystal, my selenite, I use these as muters. And I have another board. Delbert Blair also sells like these diode things that you put on your phone and your electronics. It helps to mute the low volume waves they're pumping through. So I think I've gotten everything. You're clearing out negative entities, negative, especially negative